Hi, this is Geno with Music Villa. Today on Geno Likes, we are liking the new Yamaha MGX mixers with my very good friend, Mr. Jay Kenny, who works for Yamaha, visiting us here from the Seattle area today. These are a new product that were introduced this year at the NAMM show in January. We have them in the store ready for you to take home. It's an extremely comprehensive piece of equipment here. We're going to dive into it a little bit here. Jay, who are these mixers for?
Well, we got two different sizes. We make a 12-channel version and a 16-channel version. We also make versions with video options, so if you want to incorporate video and bring the audio into the mixer and then pass it through to a large screen television, there are video models available as well. The customer it's a wide range of customers. It can be used for live sound. You could use it for installed sound, content creation, desktop music production, podcasting. This mixer can work well in any of those scenarios.
I definitely have to say, when I learned about it, how customizable it is amazing. I would say also, we talked about live sound. You don't pick one up and go right over to the Westerner to play. You want to spend a little time with this because I always think of the word as open face architecture, and I don't know if that's really right, but the programmability and routing is unlike any mixer I've ever heard. One of the things, I think Jay said this to me, he goes, this is really like having an interface that's on steroids, an interface that works as a mixer, and that's really true. So we have these really cool colored lights. Jay, tell us about all the different things that basically this panel is the thing that stands out to me as something very different.
It is. There are 4 banks of these 8 assignable pads. And when you're in the second bank, these are now called sound pads. So you can customize these by putting any kind of sound effect or, applause or music sting or whatever you want, especially for people that are doing maybe gaming or streaming or podcasting, or maybe even at a trivia at a bar where they might want to have some sound effects like the sad trombone or a buzzer or applause. So those sound pads can have any sounds you want on them.
So let me get this right. My band can go play and I can bring my own applause?
Yes, you can. You can bring your own applause.
What else do you want in a mixer?
Now, the other thing you can do as well is there's a micro SD card on the back. You could record your whole show as separate channels on the SD card. So it does multi-channel recording right at the gig without having to bring a laptop or a computer or anything else. But it certainly will interface with your computer as well and do up to 12 or 16 channels.
Yeah, fantastic. That's a super cool feature because then you put it in your DAW and you painstakingly go over every mistake you made and try to fix it. I would say also, I know from experience, the effects package in here, a lot of times you just say, oh, it's got all these great effects. Let me put it this way. I think the reverb package that's put in this, what is it called?
It's the Rev X.
Yeah.
It's like one of our better reverb algorithms.
Out of this world. I have an interface from Steinberg, which had the same package because Yamaha now owns Steinberg. And when I turned my DAW on, I found all these reverbs that were actually in the interface. We're talking about the same thing here, and they're out of this world. I mean,
it's the same chip.
Yeah.
So we've got 3 different reverb types: Hall, room, plate, and 2 delays, mono and stereo. And you can have 2 of those going at a time, and then have them coming back on these faders right here. So that's your FX1 return. That's your FX2 return.
Cool. So sad trombone, applause. Multi-track recording on board. Man, what else can you say? Come on down and put your fingers on them. We've got them here in the store.